drought. Rain is needed for the life of the earth, no? So water is needed for plants, animals, all of us. So drought, if no rain for a long time, we call the condition in the earth, we call it as drought. So earthquake, volcano, tsunamis, cyclone, flood, drought, like that many natural disasters we are coming across. So in this lesson we are going to see each and every natural disasters in detail. First we are going to see about volcano. See children, volcano. See, look at the picture. See, this is what we call volcano, very malay. You know what is malay? It's a big, huge mountain. See, look at the top of the mountain, the fire comes out. It coming like a liquid form. So, actually what comes out from the volcano? What is that means? In previous lessons itself we studied about the earth, layers on the earth, isn't it? Layers of the earth. The center, inner core, outer core, mantle and crust and all we studied, no? So what is there in the center of our earth? See, if you dig the ground, we get some big, small stones and big rocks and plates of rocks and all. If you go deep into the earth, we are getting the rocks now. If you go deep into the center, the same rocks are in liquid form. Rocks are actually in solid form now, whereas if we go deep into the earth, we are getting the same rocks in liquid form, very hard. It's very hard, liquid form of rocks. Clear children? Those rocks, the liquid form of rocks only comes out in the volcanoes. See that picture. See, in volcanoes, because of pressure, why that partly it should present in the center of the earth only, no? In the core only it should present. Why it comes out? Because of the changing in pressure. So due to that pressure condition only, it comes out. It oozes out. The volcano. Okay? It oozes out. See. Look at the picture of the volcano. So that is opening. Through that opening only now comes out. That top it have the opening. Not through that opening it comes out. See the definition. An opening on the earth's surface. So what is the earth's surface? No, opening of the earth's surface which allows hot liquid rock that we call magma. The hot liquid rock only we call it as magma, and gases and ash, some took out from the below the surface of the earth is called volcano. Clear children? So now we'll see what is the structure of the volcano, how it comes out, the magma comes out. Okay? See children, volcan. See, volcano we are saying, no, the volcan. From where we are getting this word is Roman god of fire. So volcan is the fire god name. In which country? Roman. So they only found that first, so they given the name for this natural phenomena as volcano. Clear children? Volcan is Roman god, fire god. Okay, look at the volcano picture. See in that the center, one tunnel is there, no? Where the magma is traveled. That is dormant volcano, and this is extinct volcano. See children, effects of volcano வால வர effect என்னென்ன? அழிவுகள். So what happens if volcano eruption happens in a particular area? What happens to the plants in the particular area, animals in the particular area, life of peoples in the particular area? What will happen? So the volcano is having hot magma, that is hot liquid rock. No, it comes out, it falls on the earth's surface in that particular area. So everything got lost, everything got spoiled, everything will become burned, no? Everything will get burned. So there is huge loss of life, huge, very huge loss of life and property over there where the volcano is situated. That nearby area are completely erupted. So there is huge loss of life and property. So that is the first point. There is air pollution because of the picture, because of volcano eruption. Hot gases also comes, not only the hot liquid magma, hot gases also comes from ashes, everything comes. So it pollutes the atmosphere, pollution. So it becomes air pollution, more air pollution occur. Air pollution. There is an increase in marine temperature. If the volcano is in ocean, so the temperature, hot liquid rocks, magma, so that makes the temperature of the water, it increase the temperature of the water high, no? So that it increase the marine ocean, sea and all, we call it as marine temperature. It increases the marine temperature. So if temperature increases, the animal which lives in the aquatic conditions may not be alive. Not only the animals, the plants, aquatic plants and animals which lives in that particular area may not be alive, no? So it can't bear the high temperature of the water. They are adapted for the normal temperature of the water, so they can't live over there. So which kills aquatic creatures, all plant life and animal life disturbed. So these kind of volcanoes are present all over the world. See, these are the active volcanoes. Mount Fuji, this is Mount Fuji, and Mount Vesuvius, and this is Mount Etna. Okay, these are active volcanoes. Active volcanoes means what is that? They are very active. It may come any time. It may erupt any time. Okay, so these are active volcanoes, and these are dormant volcanoes. Amelia volcanoes. So, but may erupt in the future. Now it is in rest condition, but it may erupt in future. Dormant volcanoes, and these are extinct volcanoes. So it may not erupt in the future. Or it stop erupting. Extinct volcanoes, it stop erupting. So so far we've seen about the volcanoes. So one natural disaster we finished. Now we'll see about earthquake. Bhugambam.
See children, now we are going to see about earthquake. Earthquake, Bhugambam. Earthquake means what? Bhugambam. Okay. What is meant by earthquake? We heard in news, no? The sudden earthquake comes in Japan. This area got earthquake. They are saying about the scale. They are recording the earthquake. Okay. So how the earthquake causes? Which causes the earthquake? How it formed? See, the sudden shaking or motion of a part of earth crust. We studied about layers of the earth, no? That means outer crust, look at the picture, outer crust, mantle and core, inner core and outer core. These are the layers of the earth, isn't it? See, we know it, we are living in the earth crust. We know it very well. In the earth crust only mountains, rivers, everything is there. Okay. Then in that, if we go deep into the earth, the rocks are there, big rocks and plates of rocks are there. So these rocks are in light movement. If the movement, if it shakes, the sliding over movement of the rocks result in shaking in the outer earth crust. Adila, the rocks or the movements, it result the shaking of the earth crust. The plate of rocks are there. See, these rocks move. Those movement causes the earthquake. Shaking of the earth crust. So that we called it as earthquake, Bhugambam. The sudden shaking or motion of parts of earth crust caused by vibrations occurring deep inside the earth. Those vibrations bring the shaking of the rocks. Thus, it results, we call it as earthquake. Okay, the earth crust caught shaking. So, this condition we called as earthquake. See, another word also we can use it for earthquake, tremor. We can use the another word, tremor. T-R-E-M-O-R. Okay. So, what are the layers of the earth? Crust, mantle and core. So, under the crust layer, rocks are in the form of plates. Those shaking because of vibrations occur deep inside the earth, that causes shaking in the rock plates, that results the sudden shaking on the earth crust. That condition we called it as earthquake. Clear, children? So, the area where the shaking starts, no, that area we called as focus. See, the point beneath the earth crust where the earthquake starts, that point we called as focus. The point where the earthquake starts beneath the earth, that point we called earth focus. Okay, so here beneath the earth crust, that point is called as earth focus, no? See, what the area where many people are affected by earthquake, what that area is called on the surface of the earth, in the on the earth, the area where is affected by earthquake, that area is called as epicenter. The area where, see, the point on the surface of the earth above the focus, that place we called as focus. Male, the place where the person livelihood or there, no, that area is called as epicenter. Clear, children? See, now we will see when we are hearing the news about earthquake, they are saying about the Richter scale, and they are saying about 7.2 Richter scale earthquake affected this area. Only 2 Richter scale earthquake is affected in this area. Like that we are hearing, no, how they are recording the earthquake, how they are calculating the earthquake. Okay, so the measurements of how they are measuring the earthquake, that we are going to see now. See children, measuring of earthquake, how they are measuring, and we are hearing about the news. No, seismograph, which instrument used to measure the earthquake? That instrument name is seismograph. See, look at this, this is seismograph instrument. There they kept a paper. See, in that paper recordings are marked. So that recording we called it as Richter scale. That recording with markings are there, no? That we call it as Richter scale. So it starts from 1 and it 10 to n to 10. Starts from 1 and to 10. Okay. So this magnitude to 1 and magnitude to 10, it's enter there in the Richter scale. Okay. See, this gives the intensity of the earthquake, how severe the earthquake, how severe it was. So it gives that intensity of the earthquake. Clear children? So the people who handle this seismograph machine and who study about the earthquake, all those things, the people who are studying about the earthquake are called seismologists. Okay, who knows, who learn about the earthquake conditions and these seismograph machines, who are handling, those people who study the earthquake are called as seismologists. Seismologist. Clear children? So the earthquakes cause severe effect on the earth. It causes severe effect on the earth. So those effects we will see now. See children, effects of earthquake. Enna agum, earthquake banda, boogamam banda, enna agum, effects of earthquake. So earthquake causes complete destruction of livestock, houses, buildings. That means what? All the plant life, animal life, that epicenter area, it completely destroyed because of the shaking of the earth crust. The building, houses, everything get lost, isn't it? So the complete destruction happens. And if that area is, the epicenter area is covered with any dams and bridges, everything get collapsed. So dams and bridges may be destroyed. Okay, destroyed. Then disaster like landslide also. If it is in mountain region, the earthquake is in mountain region, landslides may happen. Okay, and it is in ocean region earthquake, it's tsunami. Okay, tsunami will happen. So earthquake causes complete destruction, buildings and houses, and it causes landslide, and it causes tsunami in ocean. All the destructions happens. So it is most severe natural disaster. Okay. In 2001, January 26, in our India, Gujarat state, we experienced 7.1 Richter scale earthquake over there. When? 2001, January 26, in which state? Gujarat state. What is the Richter scale recorded there? The earthquake 7.1 Richter scale. So nearly 20,000 people died in that earthquake. It causes severe damage in that Gujarat state. So now we will switch over the natural disaster. Next one is flood. See children, flood, natural disaster, flood, okay, vellam. If it rain heavily in particular region for long time, rain heavily for several days, that condition we called it as flood. So if rain heavily, the rivers get overflow. Okay, imagine the rivers get overflow and it will submerge the nearby area. அப்படியே பக்கத்துல இருக்க இடம்லாம் தண்ணியில மூழ்கிடும். It submerge the nearby area when rivers get overflow because of heavy rainfall. So that we called as flood. So what will happen if flood comes? What are the effects of flood? Effects of flood. Wash away the people, livestock and property. எல்லாமே தண்ணில அடிச்சிட்டு போய்டும். So if they are living in poor village, so all their livestock get washed away because of the flood. And the trees, some trees may get uprooted. அப்படியே மரம்லாம் வேரோட புடுங்கி போய்டும். The trees may get uprooted, வேரோட புடுங்கி. It causes diseases because flood, it causes disease, it causes water pollution, causes what are the disease may come? Cholera. It spread the disease very quickly. Cholera, diarrhea, some kind of skin disease. Because of water pollution, we may get some skin disease. And it causes soil erosion. The flood eroded the top layer of the soil. So if the flood happens in the village area, the soil in the top layer get eroded. The fertile soil gets eroded. The top layer soil will get eroded. So soil erosion it causes, and it causes landslide. The flood happens in mountains, it causes landslide. And it causes pollution in water body. We know it very well, isn't it? So what should we do to stop the ill effect of the flood? What should we do to stop the ill effect of the flood? So we have to plant more trees. What are the preventive measures we should take? So we should grow more trees. We should grow more trees, and we should build dams on the river. Embankments, dams and embankments on the rivers. We should build dams and embankments on the river, and we should grow more trees to prevent the ill effects of the flood. Clear children? Now we'll see about tsunami. Natural disaster, tsunami. See children, in tsunami, what is this? Tsunami. The letter, first letter is T. Actually the T is silent. Okay, T-S-U-N-A-M-I. But you should not say, you should not pronounce the letter T. So you have to say tsunami. Okay, tsunami. So from where we are getting this word? It's from Japanese word. Tsunami is from Japanese word. Tsu, T-S-U means harbor. Where the ship and are landing, no, that area, harbor area. And Nami, Nami means wave, harbor wave. So in Japanese they are calling this wave as harbor wave. So that in their language, that is tsunami. So we are naming this as tsunami. Okay, harbor wave, tsunami. So how the tsunami is caused? So under the sea, ocean, if earthquake happens, severe earthquake happens under the sea, it only creates tsunami. Okay, or hurricane or severe cyclones in the ocean region creates tsunami. Severe hurricane or cyclone or earthquake, if it happens in the ocean region, it only gives tsunami, it only grows into tsunami. Okay, that means what? Huge wave. Tsunami is what? Huge wave. What is this height of the wave? 15 meters height. The wave height is 15 meters height. We are seeing the waves when we are going to the seashore region, we are seeing the waves, it is very normally 1 meter, 2 meter like that. If the waves go high in 15 meters, we call that waves as tsunami waves. Okay, huge waves. Then see, look at the speed of the waves. Waves usually come, it won't hit the seashore. It smoothly it comes in rhythmic way, no? Whereas the tsunami waves are coming in the speed 800 kilometers per hour. It's coming in such a speed, 800 kilometers per hour, and that too it is very huge wave. So what will happen? The nearby seashore area will covered by the ocean flood, isn't it? Ocean water. It's completely, those areas are completely submerged under water. So we call that condition as tsunami. So what will happen if tsunami comes? Epidemic diseases. Particular area will affected by particular disease. That condition we called as epidemic disease. Quickly, so for example, we are calling this corona as epidemic disease, no, like that. So cholera, diarrhea, like that. Epidemic disease will spread very quickly in particular region, tsunami area. Then destruction in means of communications, every cables, underground area also, because of flood it's affected, no, the water, tsunami waves, the water will get erode all the communication. So destruction in means of communication. So in our India in 2004, December 2004, we are, see, this is the picture in December 2004 tsunami in our India. So it causes severe ill effects. Okay, the huge waves submerge the area under water. This is Assam 2000, in 2000, August 2000, Assam flood. August 2000 Assam flood, and this is 2014 Jammu Kashmir flood. Jammu Kashmir flood. See, in August Assam flood, nearly thousands of people died. In Jammu Kashmir flood, so crores together, the properties are get damaged. So the properties worth 5,000 crores get lost. So next we will go for the natural disaster, drought. See children, drought. Panjam, varanda edam, drought. In a particular region, there is no rainfall or less rainfall for long duration. That condition we called it as drought. Okay, so no or less rainfall for long duration, we called it as drought. So what are the effects of drought? Hot, dry wind. There is no rainfall in particular region means we will receive hot, dry wind. So the moisture from soil, air, everything, ஈரமே இருக்காது. very dry wind. So high temperature. So dry wind, high temperature, there is no moisture in air. The crop get failure. So if we are trying to grow any crop, because of less rainfall, there won't be proper growth of the crop. Thanniye illa. So the crop won't grow properly. So crop failure. Crop na enadhu? Plant. The plant won't grow properly. Crop failure. And if the plant won't grow properly, we won't get any food. So shortage of food, not only for us, for the animals also. We are growing domestic animals also. The food and fodder for the humans and animals. So everything gets shortage of food and fodder. And if there is no food availability in a particular area, automatically the people from that drought region, animals from the drought region move to other region where they can find plenty of food. So the people start moving, that we called as migration. So the people and animals they move from the drought region to the fertile region. Okay, so migration. Then the people physically they become weak because of shortage of food. All the animals, everybody become weak because of shortage of food. And not only physically they weak, they get affected by psychologically also. So the physical and mental health gone weak. Okay, then so what can be done? So to overcome the drought, what should we do? So we should plan for the future. So when rain comes, we have to store the rainwater. So what are the preventive measures we should take? We have to store the rainwater, that we call it as rainwater harvesting. Storing of rainwater, we call it as rainwater harvesting. We have to do that. We have to plan it before itself. Okay. Then we should plant more trees. We should plant more number of trees all over the area. So these are the preventive measures what we can take to overcome the drought condition. Clear, children? So we've seen about all the natural disasters, about drought, previous tsunami, flood, earthquake, volcanoes. So we are coming to the end of this lesson. Read the lesson line by line. Okay, in between the lessons also they given some fill-ups. Finish those things. And at the end of this lesson, I given a PDF format of book exercise, classwork note and a worksheet. Finish that. You are copying by seeing the printouts or from your mobile phone. No, please copy it without any spelling mistake. Clear, children? Thank you.